then why are we talking? Not you, my friend, but the listeners out there. If you don't think you're drowning in a river, if you don't think your life is out of control, if you don't think governments are intruding ever more intensely into your privacy, if you don't think you're being watched and judged, if you don't think that your life in all reality belongs to some other thing, a government, agency, some covert entity. I mean, if you don't see that, well, fuck me. Why don't we talk about movies? Because I know a lot about movies and we can have fun. If you do fucking see that, then good God Almighty, who's responsible for where you fucking are? You! Good God, do you understand what insanities we engage in? People spending $100 million fucking dollars to be president for a job, barely paying $300,000 a year, and someone's paying $100 million for that. Well, listen. When I was your age, my first thought was, let's see, well, that doesn't add up. And when someone will say, well, it doesn't matter, he's not paying it or she's not paying it, I don't give a fuck. Somebody's paying it. And we're voting for them. Jesus God, get real with yourselves, children. If you don't think that is drowning in a river when you actually vote for someone spending 100 times, 100 fucking times what the job pays, then I have no hope for you nor for humanity. So, of course, I can give you nothing but an apocalyptic appraisal of where you're goddamn headed. And that's my rant for today. And my apology, my upset.
John, that was beautiful. Thank you for coming on the show.
You're welcome, my friend. Thank you.
Cheers. I feel drunk now, and it's not the 2 sips of whiskey I had. Doesn't he make you want to get wasted?
Yeah.
It's sort of like the show Intervention, where they go, I was drinking all day, I'd wake up and have shots, and you're supposed to go, oh my God. But it sort of makes you go, well, if you're that wasted, I can have a few shots. I'm not going to be slurring. My dad, I think one of the reasons my dad's a drunk is because his IQ is so high, he doesn't feel like he can relate to anyone, so he lowers it with booze, and then he's part of the people. I apologize for not grilling the guy about the alleged rape of Allison Adonicchio, or pushing more on Greg Fall. This is not 2020. So we're not here to grill you on every footnote on your Wikipedia. You can look that up for yourself. But it was Venezuela I was thinking of. That's the place. I saw it on Locked Up Abroad, where some prisoners had guns. And that place was just walled off. They'd throw them some food so they didn't die. And they'd have riots all the time. You say, wait, if prisoners had guns, wouldn't they riot and shoot people? Yeah, they did. Venezuela is worse than prison. So their prisons, they're going to suck some shit.
Never happened in the States.
In Mexico, I knew a guy who was in a Mexican prison. There was so little room, I should say, that they would spoon each other. Like a row, it was a big open sort of cement thing. God, it must have been hot. Rows and rows of men, gay. Right? And then they're all spooning in one direction. And then a bell goes off and they have to switch sides. That's the only way you sleep. Just like butt to ass. And then if you get up to go pee, they beat the shit out of you on your way to the bathroom.
This sounds very gay.
Okay, you just wrote.
So, what we just watched was a interview that seems like it was made for a movie. I forgot how insane the interview was. I saw it one time like a year ago. I didn't remember it being that unhinged. I mean, McAfee was insane right there. and you could see why charges were brought against him, and you could see why he was able to create incredible shit. He's a different type of person, and Gavin looked intimidated, honestly. I mean, how could you not be? But he also showed respect towards him as well. But yeah, that shit they're saying about prison is 1,000,000% true. Certain countries, it's the inmates run the asylum.
Posted us on YouTube. I'm going to get 900 copyright strikes.
Oh, for those?
Yeah.
I think that's right.
I get about 10 copyright strikes every time we put a video up. So that was our extra special episode today with John McAfee. I guess I'm going to make this free on YouTube. Did he do it? Did he kill Greg Fall? Did he rape that chick? I don't know. I do know. I definitely don't think he was making meth in that lab. That would be idiotic, and you would die instantly. I lived in Montezuma. The value of life down there is nothing. There was this nature preserve near where we were in Montezuma, and it was two hippies from like Denmark, and they wanted to make sure that there wasn't too much building going on. So she successfully got one preserve, and her husband was working on another one closer to Punta Arenas. And he said, "We don't want developers here. I'm sorry. I know it's valuable to you, and you could make a lot of money selling this wood, this whatever they want to do here, but it would devastate the jungle. So we're not doing that." And they went, "Yeah, we are." Chopped his head off.
You could.
When I was last there, they have their own illegal aliens. Like we have Mexicans, they have their Mexicans, which I think are usually Hondurans. And there was an argument with two of them about sleeping with the other guy's wife, and it was his cousin. He chopped off both his hands with a machete. How do you chop off two hands? They'd have to be sitting like this. Because you chop off one of my hands, you're not getting the other one. I'm like, get this guy out of here. He's bad news.
With your one good hand?
Yeah. You, out.
With no two hands, you can't tell him to leave.
But I guess he was probably like, they were wasted, and he was probably like, look, I won't fuck her ever again.
Yeah. You kind of did that thing that when people say Spanish words and you put on the accent, you said, when I went to Punta Arenas.
No, I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
Punta Arenas. What am I
No,
supposed to say? Punta Ranas?
You're about to punt a Ryan ass.
Punta Arenas would be how you'd say it.
You kind of did.
One time in Punta Arenas, I saw a fucking guy. He looked pretty like Caucasian, but he was dark brown from being in the sun. He would fight with seagulls for scraps. It was by Punta Arenas is disgusting, right? It's one of the most horrible places on earth. And he was there, and there was where the boats would dock and leave. There was sort of a bit of sand. I guess the beach went down really fast. You could get really close, but still have a little bit of sand in the port. And so there'd be garbage there and seagulls. And there was a guy, he looked like Jesus. He had on like the Jesus loincloth, just rags. That were probably shorts one day that had become rags. Beard with dreads in it, hair with dreads in it. And there'd be scraps and the seagulls would be, and he'd be fighting with them for like a piece of a fucking gross dead fish. Seagulls were his peers. Can you imagine that?
This nigga's asshole, man.
My. That's gonna get us censored on YouTube too, dude. Use your brain. All right, we're out of time. Just gonna do the mailbag. Not gonna do it.
No
Not
mailbag.
gonna do it.
Okay.
Not gonna.
Alright, that's the end. I hope y'all enjoyed it. This is the first video I've ever reacted to or made with OBS Studio. I appreciate it. I'm out.